So today in the sunshine, we're here in Harleston at Southgate House. When this Suffolk longhouse was built in the 17th century, it would have been one of the most prominent properties in the town. But actually I say town because when this was built, this would have been fields. And the town's evolved over the years, as has Southgate House. Gentrified in the 18th century with a large Georgian wing, this property still has so much prominence. Let me show you around. Over the years, as the needs changed, Southgate House evolved, and it was divided into two, with Southgate being the original form. The entry gates, the historic wall, just gives you that feeling of the past as you enter into this world with the hustle and bustle of the town behind you. A fantastic gravel drive and a double garage just provides a lovely setting and sense of arrival. Now let me take you inside. The first thing you notice when you enter Southgate House is this sudden feeling of calm, knowing that you've left the bustle of the town and all the amenities outside. You enter into a world that just slows you down, and this feeling of space, opening the staircase up to the landing and then into this really lovely sitting room. Now this for me is the first surprise of Southgate House. This large open bay entering into a private walled garden that from the road, from the rest of the garden, you don't even know it's here. But what a wonderful place to sit and just take in the world that's going on around you. Now bearing in mind Southgate House is a historic home, what for me is fantastic is how the living space and the flow is just perfectly set up for modern living. So coming down from the hall into this really comfortable living room that then steps down further, look at the double fireplace, into a further sitting area that then opens out onto the garden. This property is perfectly set up for living arrangements of today, yet dates back to the 17th century. With any home, the kitchen is always at its heart. And look at this space in Southgate House. It's steeped in history, but the timbers in here just give you this warmth and integrity, and it just is a lovely, light, airy space. I really love seeing how period houses get adapted over the years, and it's when they're cleverly done that is the real surprise. Now here would have been the original walkway through to the gentrified Georgian section, but when the property was divided, it now forms a fantastic pantry. You can see from the size of the table, perfect for entertaining, whether it's informal suppers or Sunday lunch, and with a stable door going out to the garden. This house is really perfectly set up for family living for today. I remember the first time I came into Southgate House and how I was wowed by this landing, because not only do you get this feeling of space, you get really the homage to the history of the property. I mean, just look at this. This would have been a window here. And the fireplace, little touches which I just think set this property apart and make it very special indeed. But at the heart of it all is this feeling of comfort and home. So when you enter this bedroom at the front and greeted with this sense of space, you can really see how this would have been such a prominent house in its day, because so many properties in the 17th century featured a warren of little rooms. Well, that's certainly not the case here at Southgate House. This house feels so spacious, which to me just indicates the wealth and the quality of the people that lived here all those years ago. I've already mentioned the feeling of calm here at Southgate House, and the vendor's choice of colour palette really enhances that. But the additional details, such as the storage here and the internal window for the bathroom, just sets the tone for this property. And then when you enter the principal bedroom at the back, which has an even softer colour palette, just slows you down. which is exactly what you want for a bedroom space. But with more of a vaulted ceiling and views overlooking the garden and the pond, not only are you stepping back from town life, you feel like you're stepping back in time. So people often say to me about houses of the 15th, 16th and 17th centuries, they often appear dark, small windows because of the beams. Well, here at Southgate House, they is polar opposite. It is just so light and airy, with big windows, big rooms, and period touches. I've mentioned about space for modern living, and that's exactly what you get here at Southgate House. Now, I mentioned when in the drawing room about access to the secret garden, and that's exactly what it is. The vendors even put a sign up there. You just feel you have stepped into this oasis with clematis, full bloom, and look at this outstanding wisteria, and bathed in sunlight. Bearing in mind you're in the heart of the town, this really is a wonderful space to be. And if you like what you see of Southgate House, contact us to arrange a viewing.